Yeah? Yeah.
Mary?
Call the council meeting to order for June the 19th, 2007. Robbie, would you please give the blessing?
Will you pray with me, please? Our gracious Heavenly Father, we give you thanks for this day, for this wonderful place in which we all live. We thank you for the dedication of each of the council members as they come together to do the work of the city this evening. I ask that you would be with them, that you would guide them and give them the wisdom they need for decisions that need to be made, that all might be for the good of this city. We pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Consent agenda, Donna?
Okay, number one, approve the minutes of the regular meeting of June 5th, 2007. Appropriation ordinance 06-1907 for $69,009.88. And then the request to use a swimming pool for the St. John Elementary physical education classes.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Citizen comments this evening? Administration, Val?
Okay. What I have tonight, I've been in contact with DWR in regard to this property. I'm going to pass this around. As far as the proposed industrial side and the property that Danny Smith would like to buy. This is the original, what BWR had actually planned for that property out there. As you can see, two roads coming in, a crossroad and a cul-de-sac with one road coming out. That's just the original. If they were to propose something, do something with that property with one road coming out, that's what they would say to do, and that's for 55 homes. What you have in front of you there is a second proposal there, doing away with the cul-de-sac. The dotted line going across there would be the proposed property line that Danny Smith would have. That would give you houses all around the outside, two rows of houses, the backyards together, in through here, houses here, and then Danny would propose to put his house in here. The road would come in just on the east side of the shed that's out there right now. The problem with this is that it puts that shed within 11 feet of the right-of-way. Now, not of the driving surface of a road, but 11 feet of the right-of-way, which does not meet our current zoning regulations. So for this to happen, a variance would have to be granted for that shed to be that close. At some point, if the road was ever to be put in, but that would be the understanding that, if this would be allowed to go through, the road would be there, and a variance would have to be granted, and I would have to go through the normal zoning procedures to do that.
It's already existing, what do you mean, like it turned down?
No, but there still has to, the road's not there now. It's just like we have houses in buildings now that when the zoning was put in, the city did not make anybody move their houses or whatever. But when this property, if it would sell, the road will be put in there, and a variance, since it's basically a new situation with a new road and everything, and you guys can do whatever you want on that. Don and I talked about that. If something can be done, or you can just waive that part of it. That's normally what you would do if a situation would come up and it wouldn't be an existing zoning regulation. We purchased that property in October '99 for $26,183. That's 21 acres approximately. I checked into replacement cost on that shed. It ranged anywhere from $16 to $18.50 a square foot. It's a little over 500 square feet, so you're looking at $8,064 up to $9,324 to build a new shed. I got with the county appraiser, had him look at the shed and the property out there. He would appraise that building at $6,000. And the land, when I was over in the office, where he understood I was talking about, he had it at 1.58 acres, and actually, when you actually measure it out, it's 1.33 acres, so a little bit less acreage than what he figured, but he put a value of the property at $8,000.
Without the shed, right? That's just for the land?
Yeah, just for the land, correct, yeah. So $8,000 for the land and $6,000 for the building. So, that's kind of all the information I had on that. I've been in contact with Danny and Dick Smith, and they just want to know if the city is willing to sell it, and if you guys want to make some changes on how this was laid out, we can do another approach, but that's one way.
Would you be in favor of building a new storage facility on the power plant for your miscellaneous?
Well, if we would do that, to me, there's no sense in just building a shed that size. We would want to build a larger one and make better use of it. So on some city property, yeah, I would propose that we could take money and put it toward a larger shed, which we would sure use. We've got a lot of stuff in the fire department. I know in times it's in their way, and we've got equipment that still has to sit out.
Bill, how many total acres is out there?
21 acres.
So what the appraiser's telling us that the 21 acres would be $8,000?
I don't know as far as, he was just looking at it as far as a building site down here. I'm not saying, he said all that ground is worth $8,000, but what I just presented to him was worth that much. So I don't know if he's saying each acre is worth $8,000. I don't know. This particular, frontage and everything I presented to him was that much.
Footage in 25 cameras now. This would be it. Is that correct?
As far as here or anything, down through here or anywhere.
Anywhere.
He did not, he didn't plat it out. He set this up evenly, so as best we could get,
Yes.
4 rows of houses across there. You could still, probably put, you'd have to put something in there. Utility easements and everything, if you had a row of houses and this was the back, you'd have to have something in there for that. But I just told him to give me how he would lay it out, and, when I go with the big engineering.
But I was trying to decide if Danny purchases this much going this way, I would think that would be pretty tight and squeezed to put an alley going through there and still have houses there.
That's what he figured out. That's.
Probably not platting the alley, we're just probably platting the street. I would imagine.
You'd have to have at some point or another, in some of those cases, 2 rows of houses butt up against each other, you would have to have, some type of.
You'd have an easement through
Yeah,
there,
an easement.
but you wouldn't have an alley.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying, not like driving.
Big house city. It's unfortunate that street can't be left over here because that 55.16 feet over there is going to be,
Yes.
for somebody to mow.
The other, if you went, another proposal was to go, let me bring this up,
road or
was
something.
to put the road on the other side, and you end up with even more waste. All this over here.
Goes right through the middle of your airport.
What's that? Well, it was understanding when we built the air, the runway, if industrial or something happened out there, we would.
That's our pager.
I was gonna say.
I don't have any problems with selling a piece of that. But you're saying, are you in agreement that you could sell it and he could functionally use that building? Be 11 feet off the easement or not?
Yeah, I mean, it can be done. Like I say, it's, it'll be 40-some feet off the, if we've got a 60-foot road right away, and you basically have a 30-foot driving surface, you're gonna have the outside for utilities, sidewalks, whatever, and then, so it's gonna be quite a bit of, actually off of the actual driving surface, so it could function.
It seems silly to me selling the property and then making get a variance to.
Well, we don't have to, but I'm just saying, I'm just saying, if we follow procedure, you guys make the rules if you want to say he doesn't have to get a variance, or we don't have to go through the process. That's just normally what we have.
We can create the variance to start with.
And
If
you
it's
can
an
do it
existing
like-
property, you shouldn't have to.
Yeah, but it's not an existing road. That's what's
Yeah.
causing the.
We'd have to get the variance to build the road there.
Yeah, you could say we need a variance.
Exactly.
So I'm just saying, that's not a big thing. I mean, you guys can go around that.
Well, we've had the property for 7 or 8 years and haven't done anything with it, so.
Yeah.
Better than nothing.
And this accesses out to 7th Street right here?
Hey,
8th? Okay. It's good to me. Underground electricity, underground water, sewer, everything right down the street, or off to one side.
but that's just a rough deal. It can be changed, but once we sell the property, we will be locked into that as an entrance on the south. You can do other things up in there, if you want to spend the money, and that, remember last time, we were looking at about $18,000 to do all the design on the roads and where everything would be and all that. I don't think we're at that point, so, and a developer could come in and want to do that or not, so.
If you could get it to all drain to 281 and north, that'd be the cat's meow. On 5th Street. I don't know if it's drain or not. See.
Very flat, but it is.
We have appropriate wording for a motion, because I think we're all agreed we want to do it. It's just a question of how to say it right.
But, set on a price.
Yes,
Are you
yeah,
gonna go with
that's what they say.
the appraiser, or are you guys gonna come up with your own price? That's what needs to be decided. As far as I'm concerned.
I personally don't think it's worth, that ground's worth $8,000, city center.
I don't think so either.
I mean, you've only got $26,000 in 21 acres. I mean, are we here to help people, or are we here to try to make money? What do you guys think about that?
A family in town and build a house, I think it's.
If you can-
I know in the past, when someone's come to the city wanting to buy something, we always took city bids. Now, this might be a different thing. I don't know if they want to do that or not.
Have we advertised at all on that other deal?
You talking about?
Not
Yeah,
yet.
to give away.
I know we kind of picked that deal out there to give away. That was one of the giveaway things, whatever. I don't know.
I don't have a problem with the price on the building, but it's on the ground.
8 for the whole thing?
I wouldn't have a problem with that.
I wouldn't, we're talking 1.23 acres?
1.33.
This
Come.
That's $1,800 an acre.
Would it be something that we could ask for a proposal on? I mean, yeah.
But, I mean, you could do that, but, I mean, you in your own mind probably have an idea what you think you would take for it. You know, don't you?
I wouldn't give it a lot right here.
The only thing I'm gonna say about this, if we do replace this building, in which I strongly encourage that we do, we need to at least recover some cost for that.
How big a building are you thinking, Bill?
Well, I really haven't, you know, haven't really decided. I mean, we've always wanted a new shop. I really wouldn't call this a new shop. It's more of just a storage, you know, probably just a cold storage building for us. So I would say anything, you know, if we take this money we get.
But we've got that wooden one down there, it's pretty rotten. I mean,
Well, the siding's bad on it, and I've got a price to have that. You know, I know you just made a comment about it might be worth it, but, you know, building sound, essentially, we could put some vinyl siding on it or something like that, and save that. But we keep the mosquito sprayer in there, and that's about the only thing that, we've got some other stuff in there, every time we store more in there, but that's about all it's good for.
It shouldn't be too much difference as to what the person might pay for this.
No, we shouldn't be doing that.
yeah, if they think the building's worth 6,000, I'd say that's plenty.
Are we gonna do a deal like we did on the other one, or if we basically give it away, then are we gonna make them build a new house on it? Is that the plan?
I think they're looking at modular.
So it's basically what we've got.
I think, you know, when that property up there was purchased, that was from the get-go, that was the plan, was to give that ground away to anyone that.
I don't have a problem with dividing this all up and giving it all away if somebody wants to put it in there.
The only trouble is the infrastructure to do that. We talked about that in another meeting. I mean, you can give all that ground away, but, you know, if you don't have streets, water, sewer, and everything else, then who's gonna, you know, pay for all that?
Well, you're not gonna get anybody, you're not gonna pay for it selling it for $1,000 a lot either.
I mean, this, the way this is, you know, being on Fifth Street, all the utilities are there. I mean, there's water, sewer, electric, telephone, gas, everything's right there. Where if you go in there further or come try and do something up there on 8th Street, you don't have anything. The telephone's the only thing you have.
So if they can do a motion on
I can put it in the form of a motion. You want to sell that building and the 1.3 acres for $6,000? That way,
Yeah.
but, and then the rest of them would be lesser expensive. Right,
Yeah, I mean, we haven't been approached on that.
right. I mean, if it didn't have a building on it, you could,
And this is basically going to seal anything up other than this road.
have they seen this proposal?
Yeah, Dick has, and I've talked to Dan, and so it's been conveyed to them what it is.
it. We don't need anything in the motion about as far as the shed and the.
Well, Don and I talked about this a little bit as far as there'll be some survey costs, and I mean, this needs to be, I mean, we need to get it down tighter with this drawing here as far as that, so, I don't know, as far as who would pay for that.
I would say probably in that price. I mean, if you're gonna, because the survey is gonna be probably $500, $600, $1,000, so I think it ought to be net. I mean, if they want to buy it, they should pay for the survey. I mean, if you're selling it for 6,000, and what just the building is, they ought to pay the net price and all the other expenses.
And it may, after we get it actually surveyed out, it may actually not be 1.3. I mean, we really can't put a number on that, we can just say approximately, I would say.
Well, but any of that other surveying, is that gonna help us on this?
That's already been surveyed. The whole property has actually had a legal survey in it.
We're talking about just the street.
I'm talking about this.
Just talking about
property, but we have it.
Yeah.
So you got subdivisions on
You're
it.
just gonna go out there and set four corners.
Yeah.
You're still gonna have to be a, like.
Still
a
gonna
surveyor.
survey for half a day or one.
I have a point of order. I think we're all out of order. We're in the middle of somebody making a motion. So if you want to get
Oh,
the
we're-
make
I
a
didn't hear a
motion.
motion.
Yeah, we were just deciding what the motion should be.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. Did you end the motion?
I haven't started yet. What do you think, Bob?
Well, I think if you're gonna make a choice to sell that to them, they should be responsible to find out where the boundary line is. Because we've got the outside boundary already surveyed, and we've already paid for that.
Yeah.
And it should be.
I think that's right. I think you should stipulate something in there about putting a home on it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to, I mean, I don't want to get rid of any land unless someone's gonna utilize it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we can buy it,
Well,
somebody else might, but not.
We're back up to the same deal up there, we're gonna sell them, or we had a deal from Linda Lyons wanting this property up there, he wanted to deed it over to him so we could start working on it. And, you know, we really didn't have anything to guarantee that a house would ever appear there.
That's why we didn't get it over.
That's why we didn't do
That's
it.
right.
Okay, so we're gonna sell the house, or the ground with the building on it, but you're wanting some sort of guarantee that a house will be put on it.
Yeah,
So that's where we're at on that other deal.
yeah, and if it doesn't, then they don't get the property. I don't see why that's a big deal.
Okay,
Is that a
John,
big deal, Bob?
Well, we'll put it in the contract. I mean, the house has to be on.
We have time limit?
9 months or something.
Johnny has something to read for you that we got from Ellsworth today in there that they had for their application.
I don't know that I need to go through and read it all, but there is in your, that I laid there for you, an example of what they used on their Ellsworth County Welcome Home Plan. And it does seem to spell out everything pretty clear as far as if they don't build within a certain amount of time, that the land goes back to the previous owner and so forth. So it might be something to consider to use something very similar to this.
This is 6 months to, you're talking about the consideration?
We
6
could
months,
set that
6
however
months
we
of the
want to.
date of this agreement. Apartments break ground for foundation within 12 months. And then must be completely occupied by 24 months.
You can shorten that up on this one, the 12 months of the property.
And it says, you know, if it's non-transferable, so they couldn't sell it, you know, they can't make a profit off of it.
The only thing I know that they have a house to sell, and I know they're not gonna
Correct.
take on something else until they get their house sold.
How would the money thing take place? I mean, are they gonna have to, with this other deal, it's a different thing. Being they're giving it away, I mean, they don't have to put out any money in order to just start working on it, get the property. All they have to do is build a house.
They would simply have to have the money in an escrow account, and when they,
That's what I would say.
after they start building the foundation, they get started, you deed the property over to them, we get $6,000.
Is that a big deal?
No. Why don't you just, if you're gonna sell, make a motion on that, Mel and I'll work out the details with the parties. So I don't think you need to get all that.
I'll make in the form of a motion to sell 1.33 acres to Danny Tessa Smith, $6,000, including small building.
Is there any more discussion?
What?
Survey.
And with the surveying on them.
Is there any more discussion? All those in favor say aye. Those opposed say no. questions from Al this evening? Administration, Donna?
Well, we already kind of went over that. If you guys
Oh, I'm
can-
sorry, I didn't see, sorry, Bobby.
Mel, how are you coming on our project to get out of this with that great job?
BWR, their engineering firm, will have a crew down the week of the 25th of June to do some elevations and some surveying to see if what we talked about is how feasible that is and how well it works. So
You might keep in the back of your mind, and I forgot it that day, somebody will need to get a hold of, I think it's here on number 10,
okay.
because that goes on north, on that last quarter mile.
Right. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Any more questions from Al? Thank you, Mel. Administration, John?
And you already have looked at your information that I've given out to you for this application for incentives for the land. For the website. This actually is for their whole county, their economic development committee did it for the whole county, so that's why you see different cities with different incentives.
Would you guys like to have John put something together for us?
I was just thinking, whatever happened to our, wasn't the county commissioners going to put some money toward economic, some kind of a position? Wasn't it
Well,
a half?
They said they would do that, 2 years ago, but it's been longer than a year. I don't know if they did anything last year or not.
Well, I thought it got put in the budget last year, but I was just thinking, I wonder what happened to
I thought
that.
it did too.
I don't know.
Maybe you ought to follow up on that, because I mean, I was just thinking while we were doing this, I mean, maybe it would be a good idea to,
Is there something the county can do together for everybody, but
maybe
anybody
be interested in maybe working or something. So
I'm sure staff would be.
I'm sure that would be interesting. But, you know, I'm just thinking, I thought there was something that they were gonna look at trying to fill a position or fund a position.
Or do you guys want Dawn to draw up something for us on it?
It'd probably be almost exactly the same, so.
Yeah, I don't know, we might.
I mean, we can probably just use this and change the names, and it's all, to me, very apropos, unless there's some change.
I realized that, I suppose the initial incentive of this was to get families and kids to school, but, I mean, what if a middle-aged couple wanted to move here? I mean, is that totally out of the question that you would help them with something like this? Would you have to have children?
It would be anybody.
That's not what this says. Is it? Donna?
I don't see where it specifically says, you know, it does say single-family resident, but it doesn't say that, you know, it has to be mother, father, children.
I don't think
That
that
would
would
be
discriminate.
Yeah.
Well, it just says on here in the front that you have to,
Where's it say
birth
that?
certificates for your children are a requirement with application.
Where's this thing at?
And that would be if you had children, I would say.
Yeah, if you don't have children, you can't.
Okay.
And so, you know, you can prove that those really are your children, I guess. I don't know.
So I just want that
I
clarification
think
on
you ought
what
to
that
have birth
means.
certificate for the person doing it. That's what I think.
Anyone, huh? Well, I just was curious on the clarification.
You guys can do whatever you choose and make whatever specifications. to bid.
Are we gonna check with the county to see if they're gonna want to step for us some other
Well, I'll check with the county to see if they have somebody who is actually in this position that might already be working on something like this. Surely we would know, but
if they're interested in doing it, because I think it would make more sense if Stanford and some of those other cities decided to help out and be a part of it.
Maybe it talks about the down payment assistance here for those enrolling students. So maybe there's an incentive if it's, I mean, maybe there's some assistance there. Maybe that's what that's for. I haven't read this all. I know we went to that session about 2 years ago, but, no.
Says $1,000 for your first child, $250 for the second.
And a lot of these incentives, as far as the, the no fees, and some of that waived, I mean, they've got some other, they've got the electric cooperative, they've got, some other people here, and there would definitely be some other entities you'd have to be visiting with to see whether they'd be willing to waive those.
I would think that you guys would want to set up your own incentives. These are just examples.
We'd have to look at that.
Is there any questions for John tonight? No questions, thanks, John. Fire department, Leonard is not here this evening. Police department, Sunny,
I don't have anything tonight, Your Honor.
is there any questions for Sunny this evening?
I just had one question, Sonny, and probably may have answered it for me, but in the requisitions, the bills we paid tonight, there was a purchase of tires for the police truck out of town. Were those not able to be purchased in town?
No, we purchased all of our tires here in town.
Was it?
We go
Kansas.
through,
Yeah, we do, but we pay them directly, they bring them here.
Just
and-
yeah.
yeah.
we,
State pricing.
Okay.
we get a special deal, any government
That's through that, okay.
entity gets a special deal on the tires, and so they have to bill us directly, and then all we do is pay the service station for balance and then put them on.
Okay.
Any more questions for Sunny? Thank you, Sunny. Mr. Knopfler?
I'm going to need 2 executive sessions tonight. First one for about 20 minutes to start off with, including mayor, council, and myself and the auditors for attorney-client privilege. Then the second one, I'll need about 10 minutes with mayor, council, John, and Mel. But then we'll come back out. So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Call for another executive session for 15 minutes.
I move we have another executive session for 10 minutes
10 minutes.
with the same people as the first executive.
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those say no. Email John in this one.
Yeah, I'll make a motion for a client attorney privilege with council, the mayor, Jonah, Mel, and the attorney for 10 or 1:15, better make it 20. 20 minutes.
What is it?
20 minutes,
Okay.
my motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Questions for Don this evening? No questions for Don. Thank you, Don. Is there any new business? Not any new business. Is there any old business?
Do we want to have some kind of workshop to work something like this out to?
Oh, no. welcome home plan application? Is that what you're talking?
That's what I'm talking about, yeah. And,
Do the countywide like they did?
no, I'm just talking about for,
St. John.
if we have any other stuff to give away or sell or whatever. I don't know.
No. I don't think any word for that. Well, I don't think we can discuss in regular session. Right, under new business.
We're already on it.
You screwed up, man. I moved to adjourn.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no.